Hey guys, it's Myra. Today I am in Newport, Kentucky at the 27th annual Great Inland Seafood Festival. They are offering Maine live lobsters for $10.95. I hope we get to taste some. Let's go see what other food they have. And they had over 15 local restaurants and national vendors that were selling the best tasting, freshest seafood available. And these national vendors, they are vendors who go from state to state selling all their great seafood. And they catch all their seafood in the Gulf waters and Atlantic waters, which is delicious. They were selling from shrimp, crawfish, crab legs, oysters, salmon, redfish, whole Maine lobsters, and they had so much more. This event is free every year. You just got to bring the money to spend on that seafood, boy. I wish I could have tried some of that lobster, man. Too bad we weren't able to try any lobster. It was all gone. All the Maine lobsters were gone. They said they had 10,000 lobsters.
The alligator. The alligator. Alligator is my thing. I love to eat it. I love to cook it. I love to put it in a stew. And what we have on the sticks is the alligator tail. It's the most tender part of the alligator.
All right, guys. I'm about to try the alligator. It's a little tough and hot. Ah! All right, here we go. Alligator. Yes, the alligator was delicious. It tastes like chicken and a little bit like fish, but I think it's only because it was fried. I don't know. But that gator was delicious, and I was scared to touch that gator's head. I was really scared. I was afraid it was going to bite me, even though it was just a head. Crab cakes seem to be the number one big seller from all the booths. Everybody had a crab cake, but I think that the best crab cake probably was the one that I ate. Man, they had mango salsa on top, which is always good. You can't go wrong with mango salsa. All right, guys, I am all tired out from the Seafood Fest. We had some good food. That alligator was delicious. I was a little scared to touch those bones, though, and the eyes. I can't believe those were real. And that crab cake was really good, too. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment with at the Seafood Fest, and make sure you try to get down here next year. It happens every year. I'm Myra Cates with 411 TV Online.
Springfield police attempted to ticket 26-year-old Dale James Jr. for driving with his headlights off around midnight. It was a routine traffic stop that escalated into a high-speed pursuit with a tragic ending.
He had to be well exceeding the speed limit of 80 miles an hour. Easy.
Two police cruisers chased James as he drove the wrong way down South Limestone near Pleasant Avenue. The driver then turned the car around and traveled southbound for about a mile and a half, and that's when the deadly collision occurred.
Once the pursuit started, it ended almost right away with the vehicle crashing.
James lost control of the car, exiting the road and colliding with this parked box truck, pushing it about 40 feet down the street. The car flipped upon impact, and James, who wasn't wearing a seatbelt, was ejected. The Clark County coroner pronounced him dead at the scene.
We could have been in the path of it. It's real scary.
What's even scarier is that this is the second pursuit in the city of Springfield this week. Derek Russell drove by the crash site on his way home from work, and he says incidents like these shouldn't be happening.
People just need to pull over and obey the law.
South Limestone was closed for several hours while police worked to clear the crumpled metal littering the street. We're still learning about the factors that contributed to the crash as the investigation continues. Lauren Clark, News Center 7.
The Read Across America Day was not just a chance to read to younger children. It was a chance to engage young minds and show young men and women how they could become leaders as well as great role models in their own communities.
Reading Across America can change lives tremendously. It can show people that there is more out there than what they see. There is not just drugs or alcohol or violence. There is imagination, determination, there is gratitude, there is stuff that can show you that everything else never could.
Reading Across America can change lives easily. When you're able to read, you're able to pursue a career. You're able to take your imagination to another place that hasn't been before. Like all the bad things that happen in your day, you can just sit down and read a book. By reading the book, you'll be interested in that so much that you don't even have to worry about what's going on.
This feat could only be done by allowing these same young men and women to engage other young minds that will see them as such role models and leaders. So as the students of Belmont High School embark on this journey of Read Across America Day, they found it to be not of great doing, but also as a chance to change their own lives and see the good they could accomplish in their own communities.
The experience I want to gain is the experience I never had personally. Growing up, I really didn't have anybody to read to me, and my parents don't see education as a good thing sometimes, because they're all about quick results, and education is a slow process that needs to be absorbed and that needs to be built upon. So hopefully by doing this, I can start that building block for somebody that I personally never got in my younger years.
I want to take out of this experience being able to have fun with kids and give them an experience of what it's like to read across America. And maybe when they get older, they'll be able to have the same chance that I have.
So through their own efforts, the students of Belmont High School saw the project through and came out with a renewed sense of hope and change. These students also saw how they put smiles on the faces of students who do not have this opportunity of loved ones or anyone for that matter reading to them.
Let's read. We like reading, R-E-A-D-I-N-G. Let's read. We like reading, R-E-A-D-I-N-G. Let's read.
This program, as long as it is around, will be a great way to give hope to our younger generations that are transitioning on to middle school as well as high school. The students of Belmont High School are future leaders, athletes, and role models learning to make a difference in their own communities. And they took a lot from this experience that allowed them to grow on this day.
Why are you here?
To